All right, little video this morning about the legendary Terry Funk. Excuse my terrible tan line. That's what white boys do when they wear short sleeves. It's really I need to go tan its lawn and get that evened out. So don't say anything about my ridiculous tan line. I've been getting roasted about that for a while. Anyways, this video is about Terry Funk, the legendary Terry Funk. Signed on Twitter last night and I found out the unfortunate passing of Terry Funk. A lot of the younger fans are not going to be familiar with some of the work that Terry Funk did in the world of pro wrestling. So that's what old guys like me are here for, to kind of get you up on what Terry Funk did in the world of wrestling. So Terry Funk, brother of Dory Funk, he came up in the 60s and 70s, and he came out like a house of fire, actually winning the NWA World's Heavyweight title in December of 1975 in Miami, becoming the NWA Heavyweight Champion. So Terry Funk for a long time was a legit, serious wrestler. He was the NWA Traveling World's Champion. But what most people are going to remember Terry Funk for is he had some memorable stuff going. He was in this movie Over the Top with Sylvester Stallone, and that was about 86, 87. He had a big role in it. So Terry was doing some movies out in Hollywood, doing some cool things, but his true love was pro wrestling. He came back to the WCW NWA in 89 and feuded with Ric Flair in an I Quit match, in Troy, New York. And that was a big feud for him, turning on Flair at Music City Showdown. I think that was in Nashville around 89. And then, Terry Funk, he just had a great career. He's going to be missed. He did ECW, came back as Chainsaw Charlie in the WWF. And he was just a legend, man. If you want to see some good Terry Funk stuff, go check out Slamboree 94, his match versus Tully Blanchard. That was just an entertaining pay-per-view. That Slamboree 94 was probably one of the best pay-per-views in WCW history. Slamboree 94, Terry Funk was all over it. He was great, man. Kind of makes me just want to watch Over the Top one more time. And of course he did Roadhouse too with Patrick Swayze. He was in that one too. And he was a movie star, great wrestler, a world's champion. And think about Mick Foley today. They were best friends, so Mick Foley's hurting. Mick Foley's not feeling good today. The Funker has worked at ECW, Chainsaw Charlie, wrestled all over the world, as a legend in Japan. Terry Funk will be remembered. I'll remember Terry Funk because I remember when I was a kid watching him on TV, I was just terrified of Terry Funk. He would take that hot branding iron and stick it on his opponent. Spit the tobacco right in his opponent's face. His classic oversells in the ring were hilarious. He was crazy. Watch Halloween Havoc 94. He was crazy. He pretended like he was going to go out in the audience and fight the crowd, and he would slam on his back, and then he would do this famous point to his back, like his back was just so injured. Terry Funk was just entertaining. Like I said, a lot of the younger generation's not going to be 1,000% familiar with Terry Funk, but he did some really classic work in the ring. Definitely a legend of pro wrestling, a Hall of Famer. And just an overall good guy, a family man. And I only saw Terry Funk once live at the 1998 Royal Rumble. He was definitely the kind of guy you could have had a conversation with. He was a classic, man. I'm gonna miss the Funker. It's too bad watching all our heroes drop like flies, but a lot of respect for Terry Funk. All his work in Japan, ECW, WWF, feuding with the Hulk in '86. Over the Top, Roadhouse, classic movies, and he was a big part of that. So he was Morgan in Roadhouse, if you remember. So we're gonna miss the Funker. Wrestling world's not gonna be the same without him. So good respect for him. Being an NWA World Heavyweight Champion. There's so much more I could say on Terry Funk. I could go on forever about it, but look him up, study his career, study his matches. Guarantee you'll be entertained for days. Thank you.